Press any key to start. Y. Settings. Display options. Upscale type. NVIDIA DLSS. Upscale technologies provide high-resolution frames from upscale mode, frame generation. Off. Generates an display options. Y. Reset to defaults. Graphics options. Y. Reset to defaults. View distance quality. Low. Set the view distance quality. Ray tracing reflections. Off. Toggle ray tracing reflections. Ray tracing reflections quality. Ray tracing shadows. Off. Toggle ray tracing shadows quality. Ray tracing ambient on. Ray tracing geometry, apply settings. Apply the selected settings to the game. Restart required. Listen to the Hogwarts Legacy official. New character. Right stick pressed. D-pad left Revelio will clearly highlight nearby enemies, interactive elements, and containers, even through walls. It will also hint at the location of nearby Revelio pages.
This way. The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore.
Settings. Save/load and exit game. Display graphics foliage, view distance quality. Low. Set the view distance quality. Ray tracing reflections. On. Toggle ray tracing reflect. Run hardware benchmark. Run benchmark. Hardware benchmark. Run benchmark. Population. Run benchmark. Hardware benchmark. This will run an hardware benchmark. The hardware analysis. Discard changes. Apply settings. Apply the selected settings to the game.
I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings. Do keep up! Ah, the guide appears to have some information for you about that painting of poor Barufio. Simply cast Revelio on it, and we'll see what the guide says.
Settings. Exit game. Display options. Window mode. Windowed mode. Windowed full screen. Upscale type. Graphics material, sky quality. Foliage quality. Low. Set the quality of foliage. Run benchmark. Graphics options. Audio option, gameplay options. control option, PC control, accessibility, user interface show HUD tracking save/load and X, display options. Y. Graphics options. Audio options. Audio options. Audio options. Gameplay options. PC control options. Settings. Exit game. Display options. Graphics option, fog quality, foliage, shadow quality. Low. Set the quality of shadows. High. Gameplay options, gameplay options. Graphics option, display options. Upscale sharpness. 0.01. Depth of field. On. Adjust the depth of field of your in-game camera. Adjust the slider until the image is bare. Brightness. Film grain, image calibration, adjust the slider, brightness. Settings. Exit game. Display options. Graphics options. Upscale type, upscale mode. NVIDIA DLSS quality, low latency mode. Off. Settings. Exit game, load game. Display options. Y. Upscale, ray reconstruct, low latency mode. Off.
Revelio.
Portrait of Barufio. You've just unlocked a field guide. Challenges are the only way to acquire experience points or X level. This is your wizarding level. XP earned from challenges increases. Your field guide tracks your current challenge progress. Challenges. Collecting your first guide page unlocked a new challenge category. Field guide, each challenge has T. Rewards must be claimed from.
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle. No time to waste. You've classes to attend. You've been practicing. Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
You've discovered a flue flames fast travel point. Map. Hogwarts is divided into. Select the South Wing region to continue. U. The South Wing. In this view, you can see the flue flames available in that region. The right side of the map is where you'll select the Library Annex region. The Library Annex. Professor Weasley has unlocked the Central Hall. Central Hall. The Central Hall of Hogwarts. U. This is your location. U. Central Hall. Central Hall. The central hall of Hogwarts Castle. X. Travel. Central Hall. The central hall of Hogwarts. This is your location. Central Hall. Y will protect you from a white outline indicates your active target. Q will protect you from incoming blockable attacks, and holding Q will follow up with a stupefy counter-attack that temporarily stuns certain opponents and breaks shield charms, except on hard difficulty.
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall.
I can never get enough of this.
You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall. Always something happening here. It's the heart of the Hive, our King's Cross station, so to speak. That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against... And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
Thank you, Professor.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
There is, in fact.
We did take a bit of a detour on the way here. Ended up exploring some ruins and... I shouldn't say more.
Exploring ruins? Well, I presume Professor Fig has his reasons for keeping the details to himself for now. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck and remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you and Professor Weasley talking about exploring ruins?
It was nothing, sir.
Yes, sir. But I didn't tell her anything else about our travels here. I will say, I think she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
You can track available quests from the map. View button. Map. Flames. This represents main quest. Some quests are locked by spell and / or track a quest with A.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Cast Charmed Compass D-pad up. The Charmed Compass will lead you to anything you're tracking. The Charmed Compass D-pad up will lead you to anything you're tracking.
Revelio.
Now, was it two
Revelio.
Angelica or three?
Statue of Gregory the Small.
Revelio.
Map. The astronomer. Side quests are now available. Defense against the Astronomy Wing. Why? Level 1 B. Level 1
Protego!
Level 1 Settings. Settings. Save/load and exit. Display options. Display options. Display options. Y. Reset to graphics options. Graphics option. Display options. Upscale mode. NVIDIA DLSS quality. The upscale mode determines the resolution at which the frames are rendered. Upscale mode. NVIDIA DLSS balanced. Frame generate. VSync. Level 1.
Is that all you've got?
Levioso! Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Steady your wand with left stick and guide it along the symbol's path to learn the spell. Press the corresponding input when prompted to accelerate your wand's motion along the symbol's path.
Levioso!
Now, let's try something a little larger. Let us begin with a basic cast.
Perform a basic cast using right trigger.
See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast.
Break through
Remember,
yellow shields with
a
control
surprised
spells like the
opponent
levitation
is a weak
spell,
opponent,
Levioso.
as Master Pruitt so artfully helped me demonstrate earlier.
Lumos. Essential. Levioso. Descendo. Levioso. Lumos. Break through yellow shields with control spells like the levitation spell, Levioso.
Levioso.
Good. Now, the basic cast.
Protego.
Well done. Very good. But the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
This should be easy.
Levioso. You're good.
How perceptive. Thank you.
Protego. Nothing lucky about it. Rather good at this, aren't you?
Levioso.
A perfectly executed Levioso.
This can't be your first duel.
Let's just say I'm a quick learner.
Protego.
Do Protego.
Complicates things. Levioso.
I do enjoy a lively duel. Want your opponent the signs to attack or defend yourself?
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Gryffindor.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right. That's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
I'd hate to face Professor Hecate.
If you know the right spells, it's dark wizards that'll fear you, not the other way around.
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
I've had my share of wand combat.
I've dueled enough. Consider yourself lucky I held back.
Huh, fair enough. You owe me an honest duel when you aren't. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Sounds intriguing.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested. Till next time.
Revelio.
I cannot do this for all eternity!
Revelio.
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit.
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right. Now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Steady your wand with left stick and guide it along the symbol's path to learn the spell. Press the corresponding input when prompted to accelerate your wand's motion along the symbol's path.
Accio!
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me!
Many quests have track undiscovered flow flames to unlock permanent fast travel. The appearance of any gear can be altered in the gear menu to look like any other basic gear you have looted, or unique appearances you have collected.
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree, So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off?
The summoning charm, Accio, pulls a target closer to the caster. Hold right trigger and press the assigned button to cast Accio and pull a target closer. Release right trigger to cease casting the spell.
Not to worry. That's it! Happens to the best of us. Very good. Points to Gryffindor. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Here we go!
There we go.
Accio!
Very good.
Let us see this.
Stay focused.
Be sharp. how it's done.
Accio!
Do not be discouraged.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Here we go!
Accio!
Let us see this. There we go.
Accio!
Ouch! Well played. Watch this.
Accio!
Very good, both of you. Well done.
Some quests. Track undiscovered flow flames to unlock permanent fast. A white outline indicates your active target. Aim mode left trigger reveals additional secondary targets, and a reticle for greater targeting precision.
Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Well done back there. You took the loss in stride. Didn't want to go too easy on you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
I'm glad you understand.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Nice to meet you.
Well, it's been nice talking and competing with you.
And with you. I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Of course, you can use Accio on humans.
A word, if you would.
Well, you'd be using it on clothing, to be precise, Sebastian.
You wanted to
You know
speak
it
with me,
won't work on
Professor?
humans.
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? Miss Onai is a talented witch. Take it in stride. One often gains the most from the battles one has lost.
Of course, Professor. It was a challenging match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
After my brother learned the summoning charm, it was constant Accio this, Accio that, cutlery flying
Level 2.
everywhere. Quite
Map. U. The Astronomy Wing. Weasley App. What?
Hello there. You're the new student, aren't you?
Revelio.
Don't get too cocky simply because you had one victory over Sallow. He never backed down.
Revelio.
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are. I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit during your brief detour near... what was it you said? Some ruins? I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Hasn't Professor Fig said anything?
Have you and Professor Fig not discussed my training?
He continues to be reticent about the details, mentioning only a few spells. Revelio, was it? And Lumos?
That's correct, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
Professor Ronan mentioned that.
Professor Ronan did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
I'm ready to go.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
How about Natty?
I'd like to go with Natty.
Excellent choice. Miss Onai is one of our most talented students. And she knows the area. She'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
Revelio.
Speak to Professor Ronan to receive your first assignment. Map. The Bell Tower Wing. The Bell Tower Wing of Hogwarts. The astronomy. Settings. Settings. Save/exit game. Are you sure you want to exit?